And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey everybody, I'm Tom Vasel, and today we're taking a look at the Monza 20th Anniversary Edition from HABA. This is interesting for me because I didn't play Monza 20 years ago, but I played it, I want to say, 17, 18 years ago with my oldest daughter, who's now 21. I played it with her when she was a young child. The 20th Anniversary Edition's out, and now I played it with my youngest son. I have 7 children, so I played it with my oldest and my youngest. I already know I like the game. If you could probably go back and see my original or read my original review about it. But I want to talk about this game and why it's been out so long. You might not have ever heard about it. It's a racing game for young children. Let me show you. In this game, you're just trying to be the first person to go around the track and get home. On your turn, you're going to roll these dice here. You have 6 dice that you'll roll. You'll roll them and you're going to get various colors. So let's say I'm the blue race car here. I can move based on the colors that are rolled. So I can move on to this yellow using one of the yellow dice, or I can move on to the purple using the purple die. I think I'll do that one. I can then move forward one here with the white die. I can move slightly forward. You always have to move forward with this yellow one. I can move forward with this red one, and that's it. I can't use these 2 yellow dice there. Now perhaps I could find another path to have gone on, but that might be the next path. Let's say I'm there next turn. I'm going to roll the dice, and I needed white. I didn't get white at all, so I kind of put myself in a bad spot because only white's going to work for me. But here I rolled a white, and then a blue moving there, a red moving in that long spot, another red moving up here, a yellow moving like that, but I can't use the blue. That's it. When you cross the finish line, the number of dice that you used, you'll take a number here in case multiple people cross it, but whoever crosses the finish line first is the winner. Now that's the basic way to play. You can also play where everybody has kind of an extra thing where you can re-roll dice, and you have a token of each color which you can use once per game as if you rolled a die of that color. So I wouldn't have gotten stuck there. I would have just played my white token to move. You also have a bonus, a turbo roll, that if you manage to move using all 6 of your dice, you get to roll 2 more dice as a bonus. There's also another side of the board, a shorter track here. You'll notice some spots on both sides of the board where you can't move into them. But that's how you play. Component-wise, it's in a tin. Never been a big fan of tins. I'm still not, because they're easy to bend, and if a tin gets dented at all, it doesn't work very well. But other than that, I'm really happy. The cars, cute little wooden cars with the heads out of them, the dice, different colors, and then a bunch of tokens, the board. It's a good production, and as always with HABA, the rules are very clear, and I think they're written very nicely that, a kid could read the rules and understand how to play. Whenever people ask me about what's a good game for early childhood, this is almost always in the top 3 that I mentioned, and the other 2 are also from HABA. It is such a good game. You roll the dice, and that's luck, right? You pick how you move, though, and the way you move, it teaches forward planning. Teaching forward planning to someone who's 3, 4, 5, 6 is such a concept that's not done. Most of the games that are taught to this younger set give you a deterministic thing. Draw a card, that's how far you move in Candyland. Roll some dice, that's how far you move in Chutes and Ladders. And I've always despised those games because they tell the kids your destiny is in what happens to you. But Monza teaches you, here's your destiny, take it and manipulate it. And I love it for that reason. Now, I remember my daughter enjoying this back in the day, but my son loves it. And what he did was, as soon as I taught it to him, we played it, then he just dragged it around the house and taught it to everyone that would come. He was the one teaching it. Hey, you roll the dice, you do this. This is how you move things. Oh, wait, that move is not as good as this one. fantastic. It is a winner in my book. Obviously, it's meant for kids. It's played with kids, but as an adult, you can have a good time doing it. It's fast. It's simple. Even the advanced rules with the turbo dice and the tokens, that's an easy thing to teach. You play this, and now you add that in on top of it. Most of the time, I talk about games, and I stick them in the Dice Tower library. This one is not going in the Dice Tower library, because this one's going to my house. Not only is it going to be played by my son quite a bit, I'm going to hang on to it because in a few years, I'm sure grandkids are going to start showing up. And this is one of the games to play with them. Monza has been around for 20 years because it is a true classic. It's one of the best kids games ever designed. And if you have young children at all, this is a must buy. I'm Tom Vasel. You've been watching the Dice Tower. We'll see you next time. Dice Tower Judgment, kid approved.